Hi friends, in the last video we discussed about very important logical functions such as if, and, or. Today is a continuation of the last video, and also we will discuss more advanced if function such as nested if. And when we use if inside the if, it becomes more and more complicated. So in 2016, Excel introduced another function to reduce this complication, that is ifs. So we will discuss ifs also. So you are requested to see the video of the last class and then this, because it already explained what is a logical function and such a matters. So before seeing this video, you please see the lesson 12. So let us begin the class.
So for the logical condition, we can have some more example that we use in day-to-day life. That is, if sales amount is more than 50,000 in each product. Here there are product A, product B, and product C. In each product, sales amount should be above 50,000, greater than 50,000. Then 2% commission on total sales. So three conditions should be satisfied. So we know that we have to use logical condition and. So we are going to directly type if clause here. So is equal to if, open bracket. Then we know that we have to check whether the logical test. What is a logical test? We are going to use and for logical test. And then again we have to give an open bracket so that there is a color change. You can note the color change. Then first condition, that is product A. Click on product A. So B3 is the cell address. It should be greater than 50,000. Okay. Then put the comma. So logical test 1 over. Then put the comma. It jumps to logical test 2. Logical test 2 is product B. Click on product B. Then cell address C3 comes. Then again greater than 50,000. Okay, it jumps to the next line. So in such a case, when the that is conditions or the functions formula are very larger, it is better to move to then formula bar. So here we can easily type. So here we have to give the click here and give the comma. Then logical condition 3. 3 is product C. Click on product C. So then that comes here also. So that is D3. D3 greater than 50,000. So now logical condition is over. So we can close the brackets. So these are the three conditions. You can see the change of color in the bracket. That is open bracket in one color, close bracket in the same color for and. So then again, so now it is for if logical test is over. Then put the comma. Then we have to give the value if true. So that is value if true is 2% commission on total sales. This is the total sales. So 2%. So type 2% here. Then into we have to type asterisk, that is star. You can learn these details about the mathematical and logical operators in our previous lesson. So 2% of total sales. Click on total sales. Then cell address is selected. E3 is the cell address. Then again we give comma. What is to be the return value for value if false? That is not eligible. We can type not eligible, NE, not eligible. Then we have to close the bracket. So remember that the bracket color is black. That is opening bracket is black for if. This is the closing bracket of if. Closing bracket, opening bracket and closing bracket of and is given in the same color. This is the closing of the bracket is very important when the number of brackets increases. That is, we have to note the color. So okay, then press enter. So it is not eligible. Why it is not eligible? Because one of the products, it is only 20,000. So criteria is not satisfied. So we can click and drag here, double click here. So only 3 salesmen satisfy conditions. You can check the condition. In all the products, one should have more than 50,000 sales. Let's have another example. That is, if sales amount is more than 50,000 for any one of the products, then 2% commission. That is, in product A or in product B or in product C, the sales amount is above 50,000. Then 2% commission on total sales. So here we can use if and or together. That is, if opening brackets. Then we have to give the logical condition. First logical test is or again we can have to give the opening brackets. See the color change, different color of opening brackets. Then click on the product A. Then it should be greater than 50,000. So 50,000, then comma. So I told you that when the conditions and it is a lengthy, then we can easily move to this here formula bar. So here, then next is logical condition 2. Logical condition 2 is product to be, click on product to be, then give greater than 50,000, then again comma, then product to C, click here. Here the selection remains here, the different colors. So again, click on this. So again, greater than 50,000. So our conditions, the three conditions, we already have the color change on the bracket. We close the bracket. Okay. When close the bracket, next is put the comma. That is important. Then comma, value if true. Value if true means that is 2% commission. So 2% commission, 2% into the total sales. That's a calculation. So then comma. Otherwise, if the value is false, that is, he does not satisfy any one of the condition. At least one condition should be satisfied. Then not eligible. Not eligible. Then close the bracket. See the color. That is the opening bracket of if is black. Closing bracket is also black. And opening bracket or in another color. Here also the same color. That means the number of opening brackets and that of the closing brackets should be same. That is very important. So the same formula here you can see. Then we can press the enter key. So here actually he got the commission. In the earlier case he didn't get the commission because one of the products did not satisfy. So here the other two products satisfy the condition. Any one satisfies, he is eligible. That is the use of all. We can double click here. So all satisfy except one, because in three cases, in all the cases, he achieves only less than 50,000. In this way, we can combine if and or if and for getting the required output. We use and or then it checks all the conditions and returns false or true values. So suppose we want to check the condition, not completely. If partially we check a condition, and if the result is true, then we have a return value. If if it is false, we check another condition, and so on. And such conditions we have to use more ifs in one function. That is, in such a if functions are called nested if function. Let us see the example. That is, if the value is less than 30, then we have the grade E. Then if it is not less than 30, that is greater than 30 and less than 45, then we have another grade criteria, that is P as a true if it returns true. Then if it is returned false, we have to check other condition, and so on. So such if is actually nested if. So let us see how we can type the actual function. So is equal to, actually here we are taking this example. This is the cell we want to display the result. So while we typing this nested if, it's a very lengthy, so it will cover these cells. So it is very difficult to select the cell here for the formula. So after selecting here, we go to the formula bar and type the formula there, that is type the function there, if, then put the tab. So actually the logical test, what is the logical test? Logical test is this cell value. If the value is, that is C3, remember the cell address. If C3 is less than 30, we want to return value as E. So less than 30 E. So if it is false, that is it is greater than 30. Next we check again. If the value is false, that is it is greater than 30, again we have to give another if. At the time there is no need of is equal to sign. Then we want the bracket. Then again we have to check the C3 value. If C3 value is less than, is a small letter or capital letter, doesn't matter. After typing the formula, it will be changed into capital. C3 less than, next is 30, next higher value is 45. So if it is less than 45, then we have a value, that is return value, that is B. Suppose it is B. So again we check with another if the value is less than 60. Value of C3, every time you have to have a opening bracket, that is C3 less than 60, then we have a return value, that is if the value is true. If true, we have then B. After C, it is B. Then again we give an if close. Then again we check C3. Then return value is 70, that is less than 75. If it is less than 75, then we can have sorry, here D, here actually not B, here it is C, then here we have P. So once again, if C3 is less than 30, then E less than 45, then D less than 60, then C less than 75, P. And next time higher value is 100, we need not say less than 100. It will be between 75 and 100. So if less than 75, that is not true, then it is sure that we have a true value that is more than 75. So we can do A. Then we have to close the brackets. Number of bracket is 1, 2, then 3, then 4. 4 bracket we have to close. So each bracket is in different colors. Suppose we type only 3 brackets and it is error, but we press the enter by mistake, then there will be an error message that we found a typo mistake formula and try to correct it. This is the correct one. That is with the 4 closing bracket. Here only we have typed 3 closing bracket. Okay, you want to accept this correction. So the correction is acceptable, then we click yes. So it is converted into, here is the formula, click here with the 4 bracket and correct result we have got. Okay, then we can copy this to all the cell. Again, after selecting this all, press Ctrl C and click here, hold the control button, then click here. These two are selected. These two are selected and press enter, and it is copied to other score also. In this way, this is called a nested if used in a nest. So we can have the required result by using this. So nested if is can be used when the function requires nested 5 or 6 nested ifs. So if it is more, we can use up to 64 in latest versions of Excel, that is after 2007. But it is very complicated when we are, it's a mess when we use more and more if nested if functions. So to solve this problem, Excel introduced in 2016 ifs function, ifs. So we can see how it is simple in compare with the nested if. Suppose we have an endpoint grading, so we have to find the grade value here, click on the required cell where the result is to be displayed, then click on it, and I told you that formula bar is better for lengthy function. So click here, then type ifs, then tab, open bracket. So select this cell, that is C3. C3 here logical test. First logical test is C3 is less than 20. If less than 20, then what is the value if true? That is to be given. True 1, 2, 3 it comes. So if true, then it is E. So that is given. Again, next argument, that is C3. We type C3 here less than 30. 30 here it is 20, 30, and less than 20 and 30. That is comma. Then it is D. There is no multiple closing brackets, multiple if. Simply we type the value, test value, then value if true. Okay, comma. Then again C3 less than 40, comma. The result should be, that is B plus. Less than 40 it is B plus. Then again C3 less than 50. 40, then after 40 it is 50, then comma it is C in double quotes C, then again comma C3 less than 60, and again comma, then C plus, again C3 less than 70, C3 less than 70, comma, then it will be B plus, sorry B, not B plus, it is B. Okay, then again C3 less than 80, comma, it is B plus. Then again C3 less than 90, then it is A, comma, then C3 greater than or equal to 90. That is not greater than 90. We have to consider the score 90. When one student score 90, C also will be A plus, then comma, then in quotes A plus. Then close the bracket. It is like in if there is no more brackets, only single brackets. Just press enter. So answer is got. So it is very simple when considered to nested if. So here just double check, and the formula is copied to all other cell just below it. We can control C, press control C, select here and select here by pressing control button. For selecting, after clicking here, you press the control button, then again press the control button for clicking here. So these two cell selected, then you can just press the enter key. So very simple. Only one cell we typed the function and it is copied to all cells if the function and the criteria is same. So it is very easy and when compared to nested if. So we wind up the class here for today. Next week comes more easier functions in the next lesson. Thank you very much. Goodbye.